Find those shady spots, right? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and honored guests. I am Edsel Ford's former proud principal, Scott Casebolt, and it is my privilege and honor to introduce to you the Edsel Ford High School graduating class of 2021. Graduates, please rise. Everyone, please rise. I would like to call on Miss Bella Onyefrak, our 2021 student class president, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance at the conclusion of the national anthem.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Bella Onyefrak will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Bella.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask that you continue to stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Please be seated. Students, graduates, you may also at this time take your masks off if by choice you are socially distanced apart, so you're okay with that. Good evening, parents, students, staff, guests, and soon-to-be graduates of Edsel Ford High School, this year's class of 2021. We salute each and every one of you for your academic accomplishments during your last 4 years here at Edsel Ford High School. Prior to this pandemic, your generation has been labeled by some as babied, spoiled, and individualistic. But I am here to tell you that we know nothing could be further from that truth. You have survived a pandemic. You will someday tell your grandkids about. If not by choice, then by necessity. You have been asked to put things on hold, give things up, remain flexible, show compassion, and stay patient. I would argue those are all qualities that will serve you well as you embark on your next journey, no matter what that shall be. We share your understandable frustration that stems from canceled or modified traditions, ceremonies, and celebrations. But tonight, we put all that aside. Tonight is your moment, your time. This is your graduation memory that you worked so very hard for and so deserve. Each one of these students honored here tonight has contributed to Edsel's brand and legacy in some form or fashion. They have done themselves proud. They deserve a hearty congratulations and wishes for a strong future. Seniors, thank you for an excellent year and a job well done. Edsel Ford High School is blessed to have so many friends and supporters. Please allow me to introduce to you our honored guests for this evening. Kindly hold your applause until all have been introduced. Please welcome our Board of Education members in attendance tonight. Jim Thorpe, President. Adele Mosop, Secretary. Irene Watts, Treasurer. Hussein Berry, Trustee. Mary Petchikoff, Trustee. Please help me welcome Dearborn's district leaders in attendance tonight. Dr. Glenn Malenko, Superintendent. Mesa Mali Bazzi, Executive Director, Staff Student Services. Dr. Jill Chokel, Executive Director, Student Achievement. Mr. Mike Asaley, Executive Director, Special Populations. Dr. Ross Grover, Curriculum Consultant. Elaine Starlett, Director, Accounting. Robert Addy, Director, Media and Technology. John Leacher, Supervisor, Health, Safety, and Security. Mayli Masalam, Director, EL. Dave Mustonen, Director of Communications. Tom Wall, Executive Director of Finance. And Principal Iman Ahmed from Salina Intermediate. Also, I want to acknowledge Ms. Katie Hetrick, President of Edsel Ford PTSA, proud Edsel parent. Mr. John Kitvertis, Edsel Ford Booster Club President and proud Edsel parent. And Ms. Annalise Heaton, Crescendo Club and proud Edsel parent. Our administrative team at Edsel Ford, Assistant Principals, Mr. Pete Kochianis and Mr. Khalid Abdullah. Our Math Coordinator, Ms. Dana Addis. Our Language Arts Coordinator, Ms. Gretchen Bajorek. Our Athletic Director, Mr. Robert Picano. Special thanks to our community liaison, Ms. Yasmin Nasser, and our counseling staff, Ms. Hella Mohammed, Mr. Abraham Baidoun, Mr. Craig Kiefer, and Ms. Gail Welmers. And of course, our graduation intervention specialist, Mr. Kareem Naimi. And let me please acknowledge all of the Edsel Ford faculty and staff in attendance today. When I think back to what the school year looked like at the beginning and all its challenges, you are the front lines that delivered for our students. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Each graduating class will have two top academic achievers. These students compile outstanding academic records that earn them the titles of valedictorian and salutatorian. This has always been the culmination of hard work, dedication, and unsurpassed efforts to achieve these top academic positions. It is my privilege and honor to announce to you our class of 2021 valedictorian and salutatorian. Our Edsel Ford class of 2021 valedictorian is Ms. Waikong Vicky Wan. Vicky, please stand. Come see me at the stage. Vicky has accumulated a 4.3512 grade point average. She was She is a remarkable student who will study economics at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Her goal is to become an economist and statistician. Vicky is also a member of our school's NHS program and Key Club. She has garnered numerous awards and participated in several student and civic organizations. Congratulations, Vicki. Great. You can have a seat. Our class of 2021 salutatorian is Scarlett DeVries. Scarlett, please stand. Come join me on the stage. We'll have that same awkward medal presentation. Normally, I think we give those out at honors night, so we don't have to deal with the whole cat, but I think she'll still accept it. Scarlett plans on attending UCLA or Stanford in 2022. She is planning to do something that she is passionate about and that will make her happy. She has accumulated a grade point average of 4.33. Her academic and outside interests include Spanish NHS, AP ISU, and Link Crew. Congratulations, Scarlett. Thank you. You are now about to meet a true community and Edsel Ford supporter who would like to share a few words with you now. Please let me introduce to you our Dearborn Public Schools board member, Mr. Edsel.
Thank you, Mr. Casewell. Distinguished guests, parents, teachers, staff, and friends, and most importantly, graduates, good evening. My name is Adel Mozeb, and on behalf of the Dearborn's Board of Trustees, I welcome you to the class of 2021 Edsel Ford High School Commencement. Graduates, what a year it has been, full of challenges and many obstacles thrown at your way. But despite all of that, you've made it. Some might say the online experience has not been fully satisfying, or you might not have grasped all that you needed to learn during your high school years. But deep inside you believe that you have learned many life lessons during those 16 months. You have become resilient, creative, and ready to face future challenges. I am sure that you're experiencing new vibes right now. I was in your shoes 17 years ago, sitting in the same spot that you are in now. The fact of the matter is, the feelings and emotions that you are feeling right now will not be repeated, will not be replaced, even with your future graduations, whether it's associates, bachelors, or even doctors. So Thunderbirds, take it all in. Enjoy the moment. Let it sink in and raise your head high, because you now will join almost 66 classes of graduates who have walked out of Edsel Ford gates graduating with his diploma. Now let's look at your future. Some of you, like me, being a first-generation college student, seeing it as always a challenge, but take it as an opportunity to write a new chapter in the history books. Some of you just came to Edsel as immigrants, not knowing what future holds for you. And here you are on the road to acquire your higher education. Some of you know that future plans on where you want to be or to go after a magnificent place. Whether you're going to a four-year university or a community college or serving our country in the military, please remember that you're still a representative of this great school, and that you will be carrying its legacy with you everywhere you go. For those who haven't decided yet where to go, my sincere advice is to consider Henry Ford College, to check its nation-leading programs to its associate degrees, which will prepare you for a bachelor's degree. There are two major advantages in attending Henry Ford College. Not only you will be paying less tuition than any other community college as a Dearborn resident, but you also won't lose an ounce of education or quality of education that you would receive at nearby universities. I hope that your education will not stop here, but rather you would accelerate even further to gain your education. Malcolm X once said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." I'd like to ask now the graduates to stand, please. And look here at the crowd. You will always be successful when you have these people around you, your parents, guardians, uncles, aunts, and friends supporting you in your mission and version of legacy. You may sit down. So in the event or the time of adversity as we have faced last year, continue to lean on those folks and you will conquer whatever comes next. I'd like to send a special congratulations to two of my family members who are graduating here today. My youngest sister, Zahra Mu'zib, and my nephew, Badr al-Gamal. Now, if you can excuse me for 1 minute, I'd like to say a few remarks in Arabic. الأمهات الكريمات والآباء الموقرون جميعا، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بالنيابة عن نفسي وجميع أعضاء المجلس التربوي في مدينة ديربورن، أود أن أشكركم جزيل الشكر على ائتمانكم لنا بأبنائكم طيلة هذه السنوات، ونتمنى أن تكون مدارس ديربورن قد نالت إعجابكم وثقتكم الدائمة. نبارك لكم في هذا اليوم المشهود في تخرج فلذات أكبادكم والذي نراهم كأولادنا. التعليم لا يتوقف في الثانوية. لمواكبة القرن 21 ولضمان حياة كريمة لأولادكم عليكم التسلح بالتعليم العالي والجامعي والحصول على الدبلوم والبكالوريوس والماجستير وحتى الدكتوراه. رجائي ألا تستعجلوا على أولادكم في العمل. أسمى مبادئ الحياة هو العلم، فغالبا كلما كان الإنسان متعلما كلما كان آلة للخير والعطاء. عليكم أن تصبروا عليهم سنوات 4-6 سنوات لكي يكملوا دراساتهم العليا، فكلما صبرتم طيلة 12 هذه السنة الماضية ستقدرون على الصبر عليهم في السنوات القادمة. كلية هنري فورد توفر في مدينتنا برامج عديدة للامتياز، فأنصحكم أيضا بالالتحاق بها إن لم يلتحقوا في جامعات أخرى. أود أن أرسل إليكم تحية خاصة خصوصا للأمهات الكريمات في الحضور، والذي من بينهم والدتي وأختي العزيزتان، وكذلك للآباء ومن بينهم والدي العزيز الذين يحتفلون بتخرج أختي وكذلك ابن كريمتي بدر الجمال. اليوم تقطفون ثمن نضالكم وتضحياتكم بتخرج فلذات أكبادكم. وفقكم الله لما يحب ويرضى، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Once again, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, Class of 2021, congratulations.
Thank you, Secretary Moza. Every team has a leader. Our leader is Superintendent Dr. Glenn Malenko. He's always trying to bring change, success to Dearborn Public Schools. Dr. Malenko continues to support our schools and provide a clear vision for our district. Please help me welcome Dearborn Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Glenn Malenko.
Good evening, Thunderbirds. I've got this, a lot of us have these warm robes and this funny looking hat, but I was smart enough not to wear the tie underneath, but I did wear my Thunderbird shirt, so sporting the right colors today. And it's dry fit too. Before I get into my official commencement speech that I've prepared, I need to take this moment to thank Mr. Casebolt for the great work that he's done at Edsel Ford. I was the executive director of human resources when he was hired here We had the priority school, and it was a year after, or right around that time he came. And in 2017, I remember, and teachers that may have been there in the auditorium when we found out that Edsel became a turnaround school that was a model school that the state was heralding, and it was thanks to his leadership and his team. So I thank you for your leadership, Mr. Casewell. And I wish you and your family all the best. Sure. Being here this evening on this field, seeing so many smiling faces brings me a great joy and happiness, and I'm sure all of you. As mentioned, I know it's a bit warm today, but it feels great to be able to gather here together and celebrate the accomplishments of these students. Commencement ceremonies are always one of the best days of the school year. Celebrations such as this graduation ceremony is an important part in acknowledging the hard work and success of our students. Let's face it, this group of students have had an experience like no other. They ended their junior year not knowing what the summer would bring, how the school year would start, or what their senior year would look like. Over the past 16 months, these students overcame many challenges that other students in the past have never faced. They have shown us that determination and continually striving to accomplish your goals can get you through the most challenging of times and unforeseen adversity. The seniors here today all deserve an extra pat on the back, an extra congratulations, and round of applause. Graduates, thankfully you didn't have to make the journey here alone. Throughout your time here in Dearborn, you have had great teachers who have fulfilled those other two words in our mission statement, inspire and educate. Their work is always worthy of praise, but this past year, teachers have gone to extraordinary lengths to ensure that quality instruction continue. They stretch their own limits in order to make sure all students continued to learn. On behalf of our board and administration, I offer the most sincere thanks to all of our teachers for their dedication and tireless efforts to inspire and educate. I'm so happy we can all be here today to enjoy the celebrate part as well. Another important component of student success is a strong commitment, and I know Trustee Mosett mentioned, and support from family. I want to acknowledge and thank the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and family members for all that you have done to help these young men and women attain their educational goals. I'm sure it wasn't always easy, maybe a struggle to balance work and family, and perhaps even a little frustrating at times when the Wi-Fi was bogged down with schoolwork and online classes. And I understand that in my household, I have 2 teenagers as well. But those sacrifices, those small inconveniences, and all of that love and support made a huge difference in the life of these graduates. So thank you. Finally, I would like to conclude with just a few words to our students. Although your experience over the last year and a half may be very unique, please do not forget that you are not alone in overcoming hardship. Many generations before you have also experienced unforeseen events, setbacks, and obstacles. Despite those challenges, they too were able to prosper, overcome, and add their story to the fabric of our nation. We live in a great country full of opportunity. We are living in a great time where serious discussion on topics that have kept us divided are once again taking place with the goal of bringing us together. Do your part to keep the conversation going. Keep your mind open to new thoughts and ideas. Remember, no two people are alike. We all have different thoughts, different ideas, different interests, and different likes. That's okay. That's what makes our world interesting. But when we act with disrespect, treat others unkindly, or refuse to listen, that's when we limit our thoughts and our ability to learn. Take advantage of the opportunities that this learning experience has provided you. Education is the greatest tool we have to unlock our full potential and ability to help others. Most importantly, always remember that a compliment and kindness goes much further than an insult and hatefulness. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, and the entire Dearborn Public Schools community, congratulations, class of 2021. Let's all celebrate the success of these students, the opportunity that today brings, and the brighter future that lies ahead. Congratulations. And thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Malenko. Our next speaker is the class of 2021 Senior Class President, Ms. Bella Onufrak, as voted by her peers. I'm proud to introduce her to you.
Hello. This year has been an insane time for everyone, being locked in our houses for months and not getting to truly celebrate one of the biggest years of our lives. But don't worry, I don't think anyone wants to sit and listen to a whole speech about that. So let's talk about us finally being together today. When we were younger, the question always was, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I don't know about anyone else, but I'm sure it's not what we ended up choosing. I mean, I wanted to be a sugar maker because of my love for pixie sticks. It's hard to figure out what the right career path is for ourselves at 17 and 18 years old, but nothing is permanent. So if you didn't choose yet, you have your whole life to pursue whatever will make you happy. I've had the pleasure of growing up with a lot of you, and I'm saddened to see everyone go their separate ways. It's been my honor to be your class president for the past 2 years, even though everything didn't go as planned. I'm going to miss you all very much. Past teammates, childhood friends, and friends I've made along the way, I will cherish it all. To finish this off, I'm going to read one of my favorite quotes by the singer of my favorite band, 21 Pilots. These words have meant a lot to me for a long time, so I wanted to share. So, if you're pursuing your dreams, pursuing what you're passionate about, I hope this encourages you. Don't give up. Push through the droughts. Channel the inevitable disappointments back into your craft. Break molds, think big, create, but most importantly, live. In the meantime, make it about others. Stay strong, live on, and lastly, to the Edsel Ford class of 2021, power to the local dreamer. Thank you very much, and congratulations to you all.
Well done, Bella. Thank you. Please help me welcome our student-at-large speaker who was selected by a team of school officials to represent the student body at large through a speech submission format. Please help me welcome our speaker, Alexandra Ambrosia. Fine, you're the star. You can wear a walk wherever you want right now.
Thank you.
Good evening, fellow graduates of Edsel Ford, staff, administration, parents, and families. To say that this year was tough would be an understatement. It would be easy to speak about all the traditional experiences that our class has lost. However, that's not what I intend to do. Instead, I want to focus on how much we have gained from these past 16 months. There is no doubt that our senior year has been filled with mixed emotions and feelings of uncertainty. Through all of the tough times, some would say that we have experienced more than the average person will throughout a lifetime. We all have been affected in some way, shape, or form through the fight that is still being fought. As we transform from adolescence into adulthood, I believe that our generation has a new appreciation for life. We have been pushed to become more flexible and accommodating with all of our twists and turns that we have endured. As a class and faculty, we have adapted to our new normal in different ways. Many of us have experienced a loss, whether that be a friend, family member, or the loss of our last year in high school. Everyone has learned how to cope, connect, and move forward. These past months have not only been a struggle for students, but also for the people who care about us most. Parents, guardians, and the faculty of Edsel Ford have sacrificed much more than we will ever know, diligently adjusting to our new way of life and often comforting students when things didn't turn out as we planned. On behalf of the senior class, we thank you. As we progress into the world and form our lives, there is no doubt that we have shown growth and maturity and appreciation for the little things, like simply going to school. Edsel Ford has been our lifeline to friends, sports, clubs, learning, and it was challenging to put those moments on hold for over a year. We have grown to become more humble, accepting, and overall selfless. For the class of 2021, we have achieved much more than we realize. There is no doubt that we will have a positive influence on our society. I hope for success and happiness for all of you. We have proven the phrase EF Strong to be our motto with everything we do. As it is exciting to begin this new chapter, we all have a story to tell. These stories will push us to achieve our dreams. I look forward to seeing what our next chapters have to say. Thank you for celebrating with us tonight, and congratulations to Edsel Ford's graduating class of 2021.
Great job, Alexandra. I would like to take a moment and recognize the class of 2021 student leaders who have contributed to the brand and legacy of Edsel Ford High School during the past 4 years. Audience, please hold your applause until all the names have been announced. Students, please stand up when I call your name. Student Council Officers, President Thu Doan, Vice President Ronnie Abdullah, Treasurer Serena Essa, and Secretary Olivia Bedard. I would also like to recognize the junior class officers, Lydia Morano and Joey Morano. I would like to thank them both for serving as ushers tonight as well. Please give them a round of applause. Four years ago, our current graduating class entered the hallways of Edsel Ford High School with one goal in mind. Tonight, this goal has been realized. The time has come to confer the much-deserved honor to our graduating class. Students and guests, please do not leave prior to all the graduates receiving their diplomas and being recognized. So without any further delay, I call upon our counseling department to come up forward and assist in the presentation of our diplomas to the class of 2021. Would the first group of students to my right please rise and begin to line up?
Yusuf Abdullah. روان عبد الكريم. ريحان عبد الله. ليلى عبد الله. سامية عبد الله. كريستوفر آدم. آدم أحمد. علي أحمد. محمد أحمد. محسن أحمد. غازي علبود. إدغار الكاري. عبدو الاماري. شيماء علي سعدي. رما الاسمي. ثابت علوي. محمد الزاب. مروان الدايس. عبد الغني الدبيلي. سراج الدويك. توفيق الفكهوري. عمر الجعداني. مسعد الجلال. عائشة الجلهم. سفيان الجهم. بدر الجمال. نديم القباني. هلا الهادي. عماد الحج. مسعد الحج. وردة الحج. نداء الحلاوة. حمزة الحهلاوة. سيف الحرش. وليد الهماري. هشام الحسيني. مريم الجهمي. طاهر الجرداني. معين الجهاف. يونس حسن الكردي. جمال علي أكتوف. أحمد علي. شيماء المثيل. مناهل الموري. يوسف الموري. علي الموري. هديل الموتي. صادق المنتصر. هند المدلة. تغريد المجاهد. يوسف منير المجاهد. سكينة النكاش. محمد النمر. منار النكيب. Alexander Alomari. مواف الرشدان. عديل السعدي. هاشد السعدي. حسين السعدي. اسرار الصلاحي. شهد الصواف. شوك الشقداري. عبد الجليل الشميري. روان الشيمي. ابراهيم الشرافي. محمد الشاوي. صالح الأماري. فؤاد الزنيدي. Kayed Altata. Brianna Arthur. سماح الوشاح. حسام الزنداني. جنة الزوبي. محمد الزويد. Alexandra Abroja. Emily Anderson. Isham Atahi. Abbas Atia. Ali Atia. Khalil Aoun. Sarah Barakat. Nader Barman. Brianna Bates. Inaya Baidoun. Radwan Bazi. Tasnim Gadir. Zachary Beams. Adam Bedard. Michael Baloo III. Hussein Barjawi.
Tyler Berry. Jordan Bedley. Mohammed Baidoun. Hunter Banza. Leah Boosie. Trini Broom. Draco Canizero. Michael Cannon. Brendan Cannon. Karen. Madeline Caton. Connor Coleman. Emma Cornejo. Alexandria Casenza. Olivia Casenza. Zoe Carlson. Joshua Constantino. Jacob Crossland. Reem Damley. Gavin Deckert. Scarlett DeVries. Joffrey Dix. Colin Dika. Steely Dogaleo. Isabella Hall Durant. Hussein Idris. Hamza Albanna. علي الحاج. ابتسام الحاج. عبد الرزاق القدسي. كاني أليس. علي التنوكي. Robert Enoch. Malik Isa. Quentin Evans. Ava Evenhouse. Sidra Izzuddin. Kareem Fatahi. Daniel Farhat. Megan Flack. Angela Flores. Devin Flom. Shema Gabasha. Magid Ghalab. Rachel Frigol. Gina Ganzabel. Emily Garcia. Christopher Gaskin. Jamala Jaylan. Sadie Gerlach. عبير غانم. حسين غريب. مريم غليس. Siri Gordon. Brandon Guzatek. Alexandra Hackett. Rania Haidara. Fatima Hari. Haila Al-Jabal. Ahmed Haidara. Rafiq Hamoud. Gabriel Hassan. Amir Ahmed. Abdurrahman Burjak. Muhammad Ghalib.